Today I'm going to be comparing this Wiphany vertical fishing rod mount set with this horizontal mount from Plusinno. Now this one from Plusinno is super nice in that it holds those fishing rods in really tightly. I love the fact that they have these springs that are going to be on there that you're going to kind of drop into place here, and it's going to hold that rod securely in place. Now the Wiphany, you don't have to worry about it falling out or anything like that either, just because these are going to be metal. So you're going to kind of mount them to the wall like so, and then separate them apart either 16 inches, 24 inches, depending on where your studs are at. You're going to stick the one end into there, and the other end is just going to kind of go wrapped around right like that. So that's a nice thing about this one from Wiphany. The other thing that I really like about this one from Wiphany is since they're separated, you can easily mount them right to the studs. So if you have studs on your wall that are 16 inches on center or 24 inches on center, you can easily mount these exactly where they need to be to make sure you're into those studs. With this one from Plusinno, you actually cannot get it into the studs without drilling new holes into the plastic. This thing is 17 inches long, so it's the perfect length where you should be able to get it into 60 on center studs. The problem is they put these screws where it's only about 14.5 inches away from each other. So you're not going to be able to put it into studs unless you go through and manually drill holes. So when I'm going to go ahead and use this Plusinno to mount for my fishing rods, I'm going to have to drill a hole here at the bottom, drill a hole here at the bottom, drill one right here at the edge, and drill another one right here at the edge to actually be able to mount it into my 16-inch on center studs, whereas Plusinno should have thought ahead and should have done that in the first place. Just simply adding a little hook here at the top or another one here at that top, or making the molded plastic come up and having the spot for the screw right there would make a whole lot of sense and make this a much more viable option. But as it is, I really do prefer the other one simply because I can make sure they're into studs, whereas this one from Plusinno, I have to modify it to make sure I can get into studs with it. So I'm not a fan of that.